Rapetsoa. Hey, Rapetsoa. Okay.
How does it feel to be making a coin while you were still at school? Hello honeys, it's Yolz and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the beautiful
Rapetsoa.
We were filming for Yolz Channel and then I figured let me get her in for Influence by.
Y'all better go check that video. I promise you guys are not ready for the content.
Look at her just like
listen,
going straight.
You're not ready for the content in that video.
There are a lot of nuggets in that video.
You know what I'm saying?
There are. So do check it out. And yeah, welcome back to another episode of Influence by. This time we're talking to Neo about all things around influencing, but more so the fact that she's so young. I'm not going to mention her age yet because I want you to start guessing her age down in the comment section below. Yeah, actually start now. Don't be that person who waits till the end or skips. Please just guess right now down in the comment section. She's doing so flippin' well on YouTube and also on Instagram. Girl, you are influencing us. We are buying the things that you are saying we should buy. But without any further ado, subscribe to both our channels if you haven't already. And of course, give this video a massive thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Let's get straight into this video. Now for the jingle.
Hey there. It's Yolz Channel.
Now, how old are you?
I'm
not beating around the bush.
I'm 18 years of age.
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
Listen, what is school, guys? I'm a kid. School's a luxury for me.
Oh my goodness. Wait, but like honestly, you wear a uniform. When you go to events, like how do you feel? Like you literally the school kid.
I don't need, that's the thing. Like for me, I think because like my whole life I've always been around an older crowd and I've always looked older than I actually am. I've like mentally I've conditioned, not really conditioned myself, but I've gotten used to the fact that okay, people probably don't think you're your age right now.
Oh, which does make it pretty cool, I suppose.
So I was just like, okay, people probably don't think you're 18.
Yeah.
So because of that, we're gonna just carry on with life. You're good. So yeah. Dude, I'm literally, guys, they even call me a guest at school. That's
like you are a guest because
ever.
How are you managing work, life, school balance? What?
Make it. You make it work. You Yes.
Makeup,
there was a day where
hair.
I was filming with Buitle and Zuki, and I literally wrote my last paper that day, but the day before I had to write the brief for that episode, so I was like studying and writing.
And that's another thing, like you are so
studying and
professional. Like guys, she sent me a whole brief. I'm just like, she's so professional.
No, it's just because you need to be sure what's gonna happen, what to expect, what to So
and to be honest with you, it really says so much about your work ethic, which also speaks for itself when you look at your channel. You're consistent, you post videos that are really engaging, your energy is there, and that makes a lot of sense. You're full of energy, you're young, you're vibrant, and you know what? Actually, I don't know if you've heard this, but the one thing most YouTubers say they regret not doing when you ask any YouTuber, especially big YouTubers, is not starting early enough. So how does it feel to be sort of like a front runner in a long race? I mean, you're in it for the long run, obviously, because it's YouTube. But at the same time, I feel like you are where we wish we were when we did think of starting a YouTube channel. How does it feel to be there?
I don't, you know, for me personally, it really all happened so quickly. Like I'm not even being, it happened so quickly, y'all.
I was never, you knew you were
no.
You
That's
so
the thing.
knew you were cool.
I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago, and it was at the same point the whole time. Literally, I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago. I reached 1K last year, and I was on 1K for the whole year. It never grew a single. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So
that's why it happened. That's why it came so unexpectedly to me. Like the thing is, I was like, okay, because I want to go into the acting industry and etc. So I was like, okay, eventually I am gonna get into, you know, the industry and it's gonna entertainment. But I never actually thought my YouTube channel would actually be my starting point. It was never really. That's when people are like, what is it that about YouTube? Why did you start your I'm like, guys, I really just started because I like things and gapapa. I didn't start it because I was like, you know what, I was like gapapa and I like things, so let me try this out. And last year I was even planning, I was like, I think next year I'm done. Dude, and then I put on a video and things went crazy and I was like,
which video was it?
It was the I'm a Piano playlist.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I watched it.
Like it's almost at like 500,000 views now, so it's like, I was like,
so wait, your AdSense check, you're still getting AdSense checks from that video?
Yes.
So
I was like, okay.
Why am I paying for the juice you're drinking right now? Okay, because you're at school. That's
what you see. Exactly. So I was just like, okay, so clearly it seems like people like my noise and my paparing. Okay, let's make money from this thing. Cool.
That's so flippin' cool. I think it's such a great example of why you should start YouTube. Not necessarily for the money part, but just because you liked it and you enjoyed it. Obviously, we've said this like over and over and over, but the fact that you blew up at some point, you stayed stagnant for a while, which is also so normal, and I feel like we don't emphasize that even more. Like, we do stay stagnant for the longest time. You try out new things, you experiment. Another thing that people don't talk about a lot when they're giving YouTube tips is that you need to experiment with different types of content.
You really do,
to really see what
sticks, it is that you, because for me personally, it's a thing of, prior to this year, my channel was just, it was first of all very inconsistent. It was super inconsistent. It consisted of very generic videos, like videos that everybody's doing, that everybody can understand. And so it took me some time to actually find my niche and find what it is for me that actually works. And so when I found it, I was like, okay, it's just being yourself. Because all the time I was myself, but I wasn't fully being who I wanted to be, type of a thing. And so this year came and I was like, let's just let loose. I don't even like, can I tell you guys a secret? I don't even like this video, the one that blew up. No, like I liked it, but I was like,
I wanted to know, was it flagged for copyright?
No, I managed to when I saw you God is real, I managed to avoid copyright.
How?
I don't know. I think it's because now I've mastered it because I make a lot of playlist videos. It's a thing of putting 10 seconds, maximum 10 seconds of each song.
I saw that on your second one, with your cuz.
Yeah.
I saw that you cut it, and I was thinking, how did she cut this? Because I really wanted to know.
Yeah.
We get copyright strikes all the time. And sometimes it's even the wrong
Every single time I upload a playlist video, I'm just sitting there like, I'm bringing it.
Because you want to make money out of it, and the likelihood of it sort of blowing up is higher because people love music. Something else, if you do want to get into the YouTube space and you're thinking of genres, if you do like music, especially young South Africans, guys, even though I can't dance, but you know, South Africans do like music in general. You driving anywhere, you're playing music. You bored at home, you're playing music. You cleaning, you're playing music. You're washing your car, you're playing music. So it's a really good idea if you do want something viral.
So I think the biggest tip is when making playlist videos is, first of all, have at least maximum 10 seconds of each song in it, right? But in like a strategic way. Like, don't like you put the beginning of the song, the middle, and then just the end, or the part that everybody loves. And then you upload the video prior to the day that you meant to upload it, so you can see which songs you're getting copyrights on, so you can make that clip shorter. And so eventually you get into it and you must pray for the best. Like, I swear one day I have a feeling I'm gonna get a copyright. I always feel it.
Because you're making money.
I'm like, I feel like somebody's gonna copyright the song. I'm a Casper gonna see it, they're gonna be like, "Aye, wankari." I don't know.
Like, I'm not getting a coin out of this.
A coin out of this, and baby girl is having it nice.
Babes, how does it feel to be making a coin while you were still at school? Like, you don't even need an allowance at this point. Not that she's making that much money, but in general, because the parents are probably just like, these
I don't even remember the last time my parents gave me money and they were like, go to.
But it feels really good to jumpstart your independence. Not that it should fast track your adulting, but
I think I've always just been a very independent child.
You can tell.
I've always been a child,
which is why you like mature and people they can't really tell
they can't really tell my age. But I've always been a child who likes doing things for myself, keeping things to myself, everything just me. Because it just makes, I just feel like, depending on other people, they're my parents, yes, but it just makes their life easier to know that their daughter can travel from Pretoria to Joburg with her own money. She can eat with her own money. She can understand. And so it's a thing of, when it did happen where I started getting paid, for me it was like, this makes my life so much easier. Listen. When I tell you, it enables me to do so much. And so it's just a thing of, as young people, we always think, when I get to 21. Do you understand? Because I was always like, okay, when I get to 25, I want to have bought my first. And now I'm like, listen, if I keep at this in the next year, I'm gonna, you know. So it's really cool. It's really a blessing for me that sometimes it's a very good space to be in.
Yeah. I need to mention the fact that now that you've just started, my piece of advice to you would be to leverage on an asset. Find an asset and put it out there. We're influencing for so many brands, we're selling so many things for so many brands, and people are buying it. Y'all are buying it. Y'all are using your points on that. You know, because you love Neo, because you've attached so much trust to Neo, you buying whatever it is that she recommends. It would be such a shame for her to live another 10 years on YouTube and not sell one thing that's got her name on it. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So my piece of advice to you, and even other aspiring influencers and existing influencers, put your name on a brand. that is yours.
Yeah.
Put your name on lip gloss, put your name on a makeup palette.
People have to say. People will always have something.
People will
literally
always have something to say.
People will always.
Doesn't really matter, babes. Get your coin. Get your coin. Because at the end of the day, if this were to go away, disappear, YouTube, what are you gonna have to say for it? Yeah, I had an audience of 100,000 people. Okay, what did you do about it? How did you quantify those people? That number, how do you quantify it? And I'm not saying we're out to get your money, but it is nice to know what we're making money in our sleep.
Yeah.
So for now, I think for you, I'm hoping you've already thought of like an idea.
I have. I think it's just because, like, you know, freaks, everything's just.
Yeah, it is a bit tight.
Everything is
like
a bit tight.
We need to be thinking about your exams right now.
Everything's a bit tight, so it's very hard for me to be like
strategizing.
Strategizing.
But you can plan now.
Yeah.
I definitely think you can definitely start planning now and start putting pen on paper those ideas. I remember when I was 18, there was so many bright ideas that I had that I do wish I put. I feel so flippant old to be saying this. Like I really wish I put them into action, because the world is your oyster, but it's pointless if you're not putting those plans into action. So now is the time for you to, you know, get that brand.
I have a lot of plans.
Why not do it?
But that's why I've decided, like, next year, we're making this corny.
Yes.
We're making
How
this
do your
corny.
parents feel about a gap year?
My parents are so supportive. Like, when I tell you, my parents are the most supportive people I've ever had in my life. Like, they're literally so supportive of anything that. I think also because I'm very strategic, so every time I come to them, I'm like, okay, we angle it. So we're gonna start by cleaning the house. So when you come in, they're like, okay, cool.
They really like you. You're already in a good book.
So they're like super supportive of anything that has to do with my career. I mean, last year I woke up and I was like, knowing that things aren't, you know, financially beautiful, I was like, I want to go to America to go and study. And they were like, okay. But then I came up with a plan and everything, and I was like, okay, this is how we can structure it, this is how we can. And they were supportive of this whole YouTube thing. The amount of times they've had to buy data, cameras, rush back home because I have to upload a video. Do you understand? Like, they actually go all in for me. So they're super supportive when you come. When I told them I want to take a gap year, they were like, it makes sense. You're like,
it does, because you're giving your YouTube a good chance, and also you're giving yourself that you won't have an excuse, that leeway of saying, guys, I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, but to work. Yeah.
And if this doesn't work, I would have tried my ultimate best. I would have given it my everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I think also because YouTube for me isn't my end goal. It's really something that I do for fun. And so it's like I want to commit a time where I actually get into the acting and the entertainment and the presenting and so YouTube's sort of been my startup. Because now at least I've sort of built my brand out there.
Such a nice position. So, can you tell I'm so envious? Can I have 10 years of my life back, please?
So when I do eventually go into the industry, I've sort of built my brand to some extent, and so it's easier for me to be like, alright, let's do this thing, guys. You know, I'm in the new show, and people already know me, so they'll be like, okay, let's watch the show.
Yeah,
you understand, type of a thing. Yeah,
that is amazing. You're doing so well. Yes. Well, did we talk about money? Because we can't end an influence by video without talking about money, right?
Wow.
When was your first AdSense check?
My first AdSense check was in May this year.
How did it feel? Wait, so you got it in the mail, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the best. I couldn't even take a photo. I don't know why. Did you take a photo?
No, let me tell you, I actually got my first. Actually, let me explain this. Put this juice down. It's been happening in such a crazy way for me because
it's a process.
Yeah, because it's a process, first of all. Also because when I got monetized, it was before this whole YouTube policy of you have to have 1,000 subscribers and this new policy. So when I got monetized, it was that, and I got an AdSense email saying that now your channel is activated for monetization and partnership and etc. And then came in that law of YouTuber, you have to have 1,000 whatever, and I hadn't reached 1,000. So then I got unmonetized.
Whoa!
Yes, I hadn't reached 1,000
That is
yet.
such a weird.
I hadn't even touched 1,000, so I got unmonetized, and so I had the little thingy, the paper. I remember the day I got the paper. Listen, I was happy. I was like, haha, the bodies. The
one that's got Google, ne?
Yeah, the one that has Google on it, and it says. So I got that, and I was so excited, and then I get an email like 2 months later that's like, your channel's not.
That makes no sense.
So I was like, because the new thing you came
in, how do you undo?
I was like, oh my gosh, then I have this paper but I can't make money. Okay, cool. And then I reached 1,000 and I was so happy and I thought I was gonna start getting paid. Little did I know, babes, it's gonna take a long time. I think I only got my first check, my first actual like payment in my account after 10,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Oh, that time there's somebody making plans. I remember when I reached 5,000 subscribers, I was already getting my check. I was in the old era, I think.
Oh yeah.
But then I think I mentioned it in some video that at 5,000, that's where things started like being regular. 1.5, 2,000 rand, 1.5 thousand every month. That's pocket money. It's like pocket money. And somebody on the comment section was like, okay guys, so the plan is, okay, you reach 1,000 next, you get monetized. Once you reach 5,000, you can literally leave your job. I'm like,
I promise you guys, like,
it ain't like that, and the story is different for everyone else.
First of all, your check fluctuates every single month. You don't get the same amount of money ever. Some days you could get less money. Some days you get money, you know. And so it's the thing of, it's not just depending on your views. I could have 1 million views on one video, but it can make less than a video that has 3,000 views. Just because of the people that are watching it, the amount of ads that are on it, the quality of the ads, the audience, where your audience comes from. Because also if your audience comes, did you know that if your audience comes from a different country, the CPM there could be higher than here. And so it's like there's so many things that go behind it that you actually don't know. And so I only got my first proper check at like 10,000 subscribers, and I was like, what? This took so long, but also didn't take me long to get to 10,000. So because everything just blew out. So I was like, okay, cool.
That is it from us. I've had so much fun having you.
Thank
you so much for coming over.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for having me on your channel. Can't wait. Yeah, you're definitely gonna go check it out. You're gonna also subscribe to both our channels. Don't forget to join the Yolz Channel family, to join the Neo Nation. We love you guys so much, and we hope to see you in our next video. Mwah. Bye.